But see, you don't recognize that because you play around. I got to go to a meeting this week. I got to do this. I got to do that. They don't. I'm saying to myself, well, how in the world you think you're going to get rich? You think you're going to get rich sitting at home, running around all day doing everything that ain't got nothing to do with putting money in your pocket? And then you want to blame God that it's his fault that you ain't rich? You can't do that. You got to use common sense and understand whatever you focus in, that's what you're going to get an abundance out of. Does that make sense? There's one thing I found out when I was in college. There's no such thing as a genius. A lot of people think people's a genius. There's no such thing as a genius. The difference between a genius and a person that's not a genius is your ability to focus. Einstein wasn't a genius. He just spent 24 hours a day studying science. That's why he was good at that. Have you ever been out to the club with somebody and they dance and everybody like the way they dance? You know why they can dance? Because that's all they do every week is what? Dance. Okay? So what people don't understand is that whatever you focus on, that's what you're going to get good at. And if you focus on chilling out every weekend, guess what? That's what you're going to get good at. You're going to know all the stuff on TV. You're going to know who hurt them playing football, who they should have picked, all of that, and you ain't getting paid from it. Right? So what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, there's a new awareness now. Okay? You guys got to start using your God-given talent, which is your brain, to think. It's common sense. Now check this out. How in the world can I go back to a job? Can you see me going on a job interview? Well, Mr. Dean, what's your required salary? Well, can y'all start me off with $20,000 a month? Man, they would laugh themselves out of the interview and say, man, you need to go to the comedian department. 20 G's a month, they can't fathom that in the E quadrant. That don't exist in the E quadrant. Everybody with you on that? They can't even entertain the thought of that. That's why most people, when they look at it, they say, oh, that's too good to be true. Right? People say that all the time. Okay? I could have said the same thing and still been broke today. Easy. But it's all about mindset and all about what you're expecting. And it's all about taking information and looking at your own personal situation. I mean, it's all around you. What I just went over, I ain't told you nothing you don't know. What I just told you is something to make you be aware of something that you already know. You just not paid attention to it because you wasn't conscious of that. You wasn't focused on that. Does that make sense? Everybody with you on that, okay? Now let's talk about network marketing, okay? In network marketing, you got high tax benefits. You got all the tax benefits as a normal business, okay? Also in network marketing, you got very low overhead, okay? Unlimited growth and expansion. You can span around the world, okay? Residual income, which is very powerful. You can incorporate the efforts of other people, okay? Also, it's simple to get rich and wealthy. It's not easy. It's what? Simple. Everybody with you on that? Now, let me tell you why it's not easy. And people kill me with this. And people think that the harder part of this business is working. That's the easiest part. The easiest part is working the business. Let me tell you what's the hardest part. It's believing that you can make $1 million. That's the hardest part. Everybody knows you can make $1 million in America, but the hardest part is to believe that it can actually happen for you because you've been beat down so long in the E quadrant. You've been beat down so long and been down so long, down is up to you now. Oh, you guys with on that? Okay, if you ain't down, how many people tell myself, man, my luck been going good today, something was going to happen. Have you ever heard people say that? Right? That's sad. If you really scared to enjoy good times because you know bad times is soon coming because you're so used to that, okay? So I want you guys to understand it's about mindset and it's not about being intimidated. You know, like I met with some doctors the other day in the underground Atlanta, you know, a whole bunch of surgeons and stuff. And, you know, people like, well, Rob, man, you got your presentation together? I was like, no, I mean, I'm going to do what I always do. They the one want to look at what I got. I'm the master at what I do. They the master at being a doctor. I'm trying to show them how to make money, not how to go and cut on somebody. Are you guys with on that? Okay. So what I want you guys to understand is that once you master your business, people don't intimidate you. I was in Tallahassee. The mayor came in yesterday, the commissioner of Tallahassee. All the people was at the meeting coming into the business because guess what? They know exactly what I put on the board. They know that all the crap, all the politicians and all the connection they got, that a lot of people still broke because they don't understand that in this day and time that we live in, it's about leveraging time and about incorporating the efforts of others so you can build walk-away residual income. People, that's what it's all about. Everybody with you on that, okay? And let me show you some things. In network marketing, we have personal growth and development, Okay? That's very, very key. Another thing is mentorship and teamwork. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. A lot of people come in this business talking about, I can't sell, I'm shy, I don't like going to meetings, I don't do this. I said, well, that's why you broke. You're going to have to change the way you are. I'm very skeptical, I'm this, I'm that. Okay, great. But if you're going to be rich, you're going to have to change who you are. Everybody with me on that? Okay? So understand it's all about plugging into a system, plugging into an atmosphere where people want you to be successful. That is very important. I remember at Federal Express, I bought a brand new Montero Jeep. I'll never forget people like, Rob, man, you shouldn't have drove that. They're going to cut your hours, man. I said, what? They should want everybody to drive new cars here at FedEx, so everybody don't want to work here. But look at the mentality on the job. Don't let them come to your house and see your furniture, man. I'm telling you, they're going to cut your hours. That's crazy. Whereas over here in our environment, people want to see you driving nice cars. They want to see your home because guess what? You are an inspirational tool for somebody else that don't believe it can happen for them. Next thing, more time and more freedom to spend with your family. That's very, very important. It felt good to be able to take my son to Applebee's every day from lunch. It felt good to go on a field trip with him and ride behind their bus with my convertible top down, riding behind all the kids wishing that I was their dad. You know what I mean? Okay? It felt good to have all the kids over to my house, and I just built a big old movie theater with a ticket booth and let all the kids play Xbox and PlayStation on there and order pizza and all this. It felt good to be in an environment to see Rob friends and, man, I wish your dad was my dad. You know what I mean? It felt good to be able to be at his school all day when he didn't do what he's supposed to do and got a bad grade, and I sat there the whole week. I went to school with my son every day. I went to every class. I went to lunch a whole week until we found out what the problem was. Does that make sense? When I was working a job, guess what I used to do? Spank him and say, boy, don't you know I've been working all these hours? Keep food on the table and a roof over your head. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And you better get back there. And I'm trying to tell you, people, it's totally different when you got money and your time. It felt good to buy my mom a new kitchen, built a whole new kitchen in her house. She got a 2003 kitchen in a 1954 house, okay? It felt good to be in a position to call Barry up, Andre. These are all people that just bought $500,000 homes that didn't believe that they can happen for them, new cars. It felt good to be able to call them up and say, hey, man, you know, I'm finna go to the Waffle House. It's 1:30 at night. Y'all want to meet me over there? Yeah. And we sit there till the next day till the sun come up, and then we all go home and go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? It feel good. Even I'm going to tell you the true story that just happened. I didn't supposed to be here today. I was going to call and let Charles know I wasn't coming because when I was in Tallahassee, I did not know they was going to have 54 people at somebody's house at 11:30 at night in a place called Cairo, Georgia, which is north of Tallahassee. And they said, oh, no, Mr. Dean, we got the owner of the hotel down the street. He's here. They got food waiting on you. When I got through with everybody, it was 2:30 in the morning. And I'm supposed to have been driving from Tallahassee to here. And I just got through eating a T-bone steak and stuff. I'm like, I ain't going to be able to make it to Little Rock tomorrow. And it felt good to be able to just drive to the airport. Hey, how much it cost to fly to Little Rock? I left my brand new 745 Beamer in Tallahassee at the airport and flew here this morning, okay? And then going to fly back next Thursday because I got to go to Utah Monday, Tuesday for the company, and I got to be in Jacksonville on Friday. So I said I'll just leave it down there till Thursday. I can fly back down and just drive to Jacksonville on Thursday night. But it feels good to be able to have that type of flexibility. And then once 1 week out of every month now, I take the last week off and I go on vacation to an exotic island. I'm doing that every month for the whole year. Now, who am I in that position? Okay? All right? Okay? So I want you guys to understand that network marketing is powerful. I mean, it feels good to work like a Hebrew slave for 3 weeks and party like an animal on a different exotic island every month. Who am I in that position? Okay? Guess what? When you're over here in this quadrant, you can do whatever your mind wants you to do.